So a little while ago, I was contacted by a company called We Are Knitters, and they asked if I would like to try out some of their stuff. So they gave me the option to pick out some colors of the yarns off their website, which their website has yarns, accessories, patterns, and a whole bunch of cool stuff. So you should go check it out. The link will be in the description below. So I ended up picking from their cotton wool, which is 100% Peruvian Pima cotton. And this is 100-gram balls. Ended up with the colors Salmon Pink, Aquamarine, Natural, and Light Yellow. And they were nice enough to then give me some knitting needles. So these are their wooden needles size 8, and I can't wait to try them in a future project. So these are the yarns I will be using for this bag in the video, but if you want, you can head over to their website if you want to place an order. I have a 15% off coupon that they gave me to give my viewers. So if you just punch in this code on their website, you will get 15% off your order. Also, they are doing a nice little giveaway for my viewers. If you go to their website and sign up for their newsletter, you'll be entered into winning some of their products so that you can make this bag as well. So make sure you head on over there, subscribe to the newsletter, and you may be the winner. Make sure to check the description box down below for all the info, a link to their fabulous website, and a link to sign up for the newsletter to be entered into the giveaway. I also would like to give a shout out to We Are the Knitters for sending me their products for me to try out. So for this project, you're going to need to pick your yarn. So I have the colors here that I just listed. You can either work with only one color, or you could do multiple colors like I am doing here, or you could just do one or two. It's pretty much up to you and however you feel you want your bag to look. So we're going to be using a size F crochet hook. So we're going to get started by using our yellow, and we're going to make a slip knot. Then we're going to start row 1 by chaining 3. Then in the first chain, we're going to work 2 double crochets. Then we're going to begin a repeat of chain 2, 3 double crochets in that same space. And then you're going to repeat that 2 more times around. And we're going to end with a chain 2. So repeat with chain 2, 3 double crochets in that same space. Then you're just going to join that to the beginning with a slip stitch. Now with the yellow, you're going to go into your next stitch, and we're just going to slip stitch. Then we're going to cut our yarn, and we're going to pick up our neutral color. So just leave a small tail in the back and pick up a new strand. Then we're going to go into our next stitch, and we're just going to do a slip stitch just to gather in that new color, like so, and slip stitch in our chain 2 space. This is just going to help us add in our color. Then we're going to start round 2 with a chain 4. And in that chain 2 space, we're going to go ahead and work a single crochet. Then we're going to begin a repeat of chain 3. Then we're going to turn our work to the next chain 2 space, and in that space we're going to work a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, all in that corner space. And we're going to repeat that around, ending with a chain 3. So we're just going to go ahead and begin our repeat of chain 3. Move to our next corner, chain 2 space, and we're going to work a single crochet. Chain 3. Single crochet in that same corner space. And repeat. So once you've made it all around, we're just going to slip stitch to our beginning. Then you're going to go ahead and cut your yarn. And now we're going to pick up our pink color. So again, we're going to put a little tail in the back, and we're going to slip stitch in our chain 3 corner space. So we're just going to pull up the pink and slip stitch like so. Then for round 3, we're going to start with a chain 2. Then in this corner space here, we're going to work 2 double crochets. Chain 2, 3 double crochets, then we're going to move over and we have our little chain 3 space right here. We're going to go ahead and work 3 double crochets in there. Like so. Then we're going to begin a repeat. So in our corner space right here, we're going to go ahead and work 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, all in that corner space of ours. Like so. Then we're going to work 3 double crochets in our chain 3 space right here. And then we're going to repeat that across. Then when you made it all the way around, you're going to slip stitch to the beginning. Then you're going to cut your pink yarn and you're going to bring back that neutral color for the next row. And we're going to start by doing a slip stitch in our next stitch. And then a slip stitch in our corner stitch. For round 4, we're going to begin with a chain 4. Single crochet in our corner space. Then we're going to begin a repeat of chain 3. Then we're going to do a single crochet in between our 3 double crochets. So as you can see, we have 3 double crochets, then we're going to work a single, then there's another set of 3 and a single. So what you're going to do is go in between, you're going to go over 3 double crochets in between and work a single crochet. Chain 3. In between your 3 double crochets, work a single crochet. Chain 3. So you're going to do that till you get to a corner. Then when you get to a corner in that chain 2 space, you're going to work a single crochet. Chain 3. single crochet, all in your corner space, and then we're going to repeat. So you start with a chain 3, go over 3 double crochets, and in between work a single crochet, chain 3, go over 3 double crochets, and in between work a single crochet. Then you repeat that till you get to a corner, and then you're going to chain 3, and in that corner space we're going to work a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. Then when you make it all around, you're going to just slip stitch to the beginning. Then we're going to cut our yarn and we're going to add in our blue, so small tail in the back. We're going to slip stitch in our corner chain space, like that. Then for round 5, we're going to begin with a chain 2. And then in this corner space, we're going to work 2 double crochets. Chain 2, 3 double crochets in that corner chain space, like that. Then we're going to begin a repeat. So in our chain 3 space right here, we're going to work 3 double crochets, we're going to continue that along till our next corner. So in our next chain 3 space, we're going to work 3 double crochets, then in our next section, 3 double crochets, then when you get to your corner space, then we're going to go ahead and work 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, all in that same corner space, and we're going to repeat that around. So once you make it all the way around, then you're just going to slip stitch to the beginning. Then you're going to cut your yarn and we're going to pick up our neutral color again. Then you want to slip stitch. Then you want to slip stitch in the next stitch and in our chain 2 space, just to incorporate our neutral color into our work, like that. And then we're going to be doing a repeat of rounds 4 and 5. So with our neutral color, we're going to go ahead and start with a row 4 repeat with a chain 4, single crochet in our corner space, then we're going to begin a repeat of chain 3, then we're going to skip 3 double crochets, and in the middle we're going to work a single crochet, like that, chain 3, skip 3 double crochets, go in between and single crochet. And we're going to do that till we get to our next corner. So we have 3 chains in between our 3 double crochets, single crochet, repeat 1, 2, 3, skip 3, single crochet, 1, 2, 3. Now we're at our corner here. So in our corner space, we're going to go ahead and work a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in that corner space, and then repeat that all the way around. So once you've made it all the way around, we're going to stay with our neutral color and we're going to start working our repeat of row 5. So we're going to start with a chain 2. We're going to work 2 double crochets in that corner space. Chain 2, 3 double crochets in that same space. Then we're going to begin a repeat and we're going to work 3 double crochets in our chain 3 space. And we're going to continue that across till our next corner. So we're just going to work 3 double crochets in each of our chain 3 spaces. Then you get to your next corner, then we're going to work 3 double crochets. Chain 2, 3 double crochets in that same corner space. Then you're just going to repeat that across, and when you reach the end, then you're just going to fasten off. Then once you're done, your square will look like this. And then for the pattern, I thought to do random versions of different patterns. So how it goes yellow, pink, blue, just do different versions of that. So now we have pink, blue, yellow. And then we have blue, yellow, pink. And we just alternate like that, make 2 of each of these, one for the front and one for the back. And then for our 4th square, I thought it would be fun to make the neutral color the main focus and the color pattern the little bits in between. So make 2 of those as well. And then once you have all your squares made, then we're going to go ahead and sew them together. And then you can, once your bag is all done, do a final measurement, and you can do a fabric lining to make your bag a lot stronger so you could hold heavier items in it. But this bag alone is going to be very soft and flimsy, so it's pretty much good for small items like coin purses, sunglasses, and just soft items. Nothing too heavy or bulky. But if you line it with a fabric lining, or if you can find a bag that's pretty similar, you can use this as a slip cover, then having a lining will also allow you to hold heavier items. So when it comes down to sewing up your bag, lay them out and figure out what pattern design you want to place them in. Then you're either going to cut a new strand of the outside color, so with this is our neutral, or you're going to use some of the tails that you left off on your work. And we're going to go ahead and thread that onto our needle so that we can sew our squares together. So I like to sew the 2 squares on the one side. Do that with the other set of 2, and then sew down the center seam to connect all 4. So if you're doing this, you want to of course lay it flat, but to show you guys, most of the time the string, if you're working off a working one, will be 2 double crochets in and beyond the 3rd one. So when you go to match it up to the next one, make sure that your first sewing goes into the 3rd double crochet. So how I'm going to be doing mine is you have your chain right here. I'm going to pick up the bottom loop and leave the top. So I'm just going to come up on the bottom loop of this side. Then I'm going to do the same on the bottom square. So I'm just going to come up through the back loop like that. And you're just going to keep doing that, going from the one square to the other and just zigzag back and forth, only working through this back loop of our chain. Now you can sew it up however you like. This is the way that I kind of liked the outcome, the way it looked. But if you have other ways, if you'd rather actually crochet it together, you can go ahead and do that. Whatever you have for your preference is fine. But I'm just going through the back loop and zigzagging back and forth between the squares. And I'm going to do that to attach these 2, and then the same with the other 2, and then attach both panels together down the center. And then once you have all 4 squares together, repeat the same process on the back, and then we're going to sew up the bottom of our bag and the sides. So then for this strap, I've decided to go with the neutral color, and I've chained 137, and I'm just working half double crochet for about 7 rows. You can decide which you feel best, or however thick you want your strap, or even if you want a double strap. But I'm just doing a single strap, so it'll fold over. You'll have your shoulder seam, and it'll fold over like this. And then when you're all done with that, you're just going to attach it to your bag on either side. And here is your finished bag. I really liked how this turned out. It is very summery, very bohemian, and like I said earlier, if you want this to hold heavier items, you can go ahead and line it with a fabric so that you can put more items in your bag. I also want to send a thank you out to We Are Knitters for sending me these fantastic yarns. I had so much fun working with them. They're so beautiful, and it's really soft yarn. So remember to go on over to their website and use the code down in the description box for 15% off your order. And don't forget to sign up for their mailing list to be entered into a giveaway. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know how this pattern worked for you and what you're planning on using this bag for. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.